ஆழ்வார் திருடிகளே சரணம், எம்பெருமானார் திருடிகளே சரணம், ஜீயர் திருடிகளே சரணம், ஜீயர் திருடிகளே சரணம், பெரியாழ்வார் திருடிகளே சரணம். ஸ்ரீசைலேஷ தயாபாத்திரம் தீபக்தியாதிகுணார்ணவம் யதீந்திர பிரவணம் வந்தே ரம ஜாமாத்திர முனிம் ரம ஜாமாத்திரி யோகீந்திர பாதரேகாமயம் சதா ததா யத்தாத்ம சத்காதிம் ராமானுஜமுனிம் பஜே. லக்ஷ்மீநாத சமாரம்பாம் நாத யாமுன மத்தியமாம் அஸ்மத் ஆச்சாரிய பரியந்தாம் வந்தே குரு பரம்பராம் யோ நித்யமச்சுத பதாம்புஜை யுக்மருக்ம व्यामोहतस्तदितराणि तृणायमेने अस्मद्गुरोर् भगवतोऽसि दैकसिन्धोः रामानुजस्य चरणौ शरणं प्रपद्ये. मातापिता युते स्तनया भूतिः सर्वं यदेव नियमेन मदन्वयानाम् मध्यस्य न कुलपतेरुकुलाभिरामं श्रीमत्तदङ्घ्रिगुणं प्रणमामि मूर्ध्ना. भूतं सरश्च महताह्वय भट्टनाथ श्रीभक्तिसार कुलशेखर योगिवाहान् भक्ताङ्घ्रिरेणु प्रकाल यतीन्द्रमिश्रान् श्रीमत्पराङ्कुशमुनिं प्रणतोऽस्मि नित्यं. गुरुमुखमनदीत्य प्राह वेदानशेषान् नरपतिपरिकुलतं शुल्कम् आदातिकामः शशरमवरवन्द्यं रङ्गनाथस्य साक्षात् द्विजकुलतिलकं तं विष्णुजित्तं नमामि. மின்னார் தடமதில் சூழ் வெள்ளுவத்தூர் எண்ணூறுகால் சொன்னார் கழக்கமலம் சூடினோம் முன்னாள் கிழியறுத்தான் நினைத்தோம் கீழ்மையைச் சேரும் வழியறுத்தோம் நெஞ்சமே வந்து பாண்டியன் கொண்டாட பற்றபிரான் வந்தான் என்று இந்திய சங்கம் எடுத்துத வேண்டிய வேதங்களோதி விரைந்து கிழியறுத்தான் பாதங்கள் யாமுடைய 10. Divyaprabandham series of lectures in English. We are going through the beautiful meanings of periyAzhwAr thirumozhi. periyAzhwAr has enjoyed Bhagavan in a wonderful manner. He started with enjoying KrishNavataram. Right from his birth, every Leela of Krishna was enjoyed by periyAzhwAr beautifully. And then towards the end of the third centum, he enjoyed KrishNavataram and Ramavataram together. After that, his mind went into Ramavataram and especially Sita Pirati's greatness of going to Ravana's place and rescuing all the celestial women who were caught there. So she voluntarily put her in that situation out of her compassion and got all of those women freed from Ravana's torture. After enjoying that, being reminded about Ramavataram, and from that Ramavataram, periyAzhwAr is reminded about different Leelas of Bhagavan. In the fourth centum, first decade, kadhirAyiram iravi, in that Padigam, he enjoys the different Leelas of Bhagavan in different incarnations. And while doing so, he is assuming two forms. There is one person or a few persons who are searching for Bhagavan. And there is a few persons who know where Bhagavan is and what he is manifesting in that particular situation. The ones who know about Bhagavan, where he is and all of that, they are telling those who are searching for Bhagavan that this is where Bhagavan is in this particular form. It's a very unique experience given by periyAzhwAr in this Padigam. We are enjoying these discourses with the help of Divyartha Deepika by Kanchipuram Prativadi Bhayankaram Sri U.V. Annangaracharya swAmy. He has written a simple, beautiful Tamil commentary for the whole of Nalayar Divyaprabandham. From that translation, from that explanation, Adiyan is translating on the fly, just going through and presenting the beautiful Anubhavam as best as possible to my abilities. So here in this Padigam, Bhagavan's different Leelas and different forms are enjoyed by periyAzhwAr. This is also similar to Pattimeindor Kariyari in Nachiyar Thirumozhi. in Nachiyar Tirumozhi, Andal Nachiyar, towards the end of her Prabandham, she is experiencing the same uh, mood. One person is asking for, where is Krishna? And then another person is saying, Krishna is in Vrindavanam. So this is the final Padiham of Nachiyar Tirumozhi. Pattimaindor Karyadu, Baladevarkor Kilkandrai, Itti Vilayadi, Inge Boda Kandire, Ittamana Pasukadai, Inidu Marithi Neerutti, Vittukondu Vilayada, Virindavanathe, Kandome. So in that whole Padiham, one Gopika is asking, where is Krishna? Where is Krishna? And another Gopika is saying, he is in Vrindavanam. He is doing this particular activity. So a similar mood is seen here. This is the source, because periyAzhwAr was elder and Andal Nachiyar being his daughter, she followed the same pattern towards the end of Nachiyar Tirumozhi. So that is a brief introduction on this Padiham. Periyavachan Pillai had written commentary for this periyAzhwAr Tirumozhi also. He has written commentary for all of the Nalayar Dhivyaprabandham. But unfortunately, this periyAzhwAr Tirumozhi's Vyakhyanam became lost over time due to termite attacks in those days. So Manaval Mamnigal had written commentary for periyAzhwAr Tirumozhi up to the place where Periyavachan Pillai's Vyakhyanam was lost. From the word it is available, he stopped. So Mamnigal wrote up to the word which went missing. And from that point onwards, Periyavachan Pillai's Vyakhyanam is there. But we are not going through the detailed Vyakhyanam. We are going through the simple commentary given by Kanchi swAmy. So let us go through the pAsurams with their meanings. Very beautiful and very light Padiham. That is very enjoyable. Not much philosophy, but just Bhagavan's different manifestations, different leelas, and his greatness overall. So first pAsuram. kadhirAyiram iravi kalanderital otta neelmudiyan edil periyAzhwArனை இருக்குமிடம் நாடுதிரேல் அதிரும் கடல் பொருதோள் இரணிய நாகம் பிளந்து அறியாய் உதிரமடைந்த கையோடு இருந்தானே உள்ளவா கண்டாருளர். In every pAsuram, Kandarular will be there. Kandarular means those who have seen him are there. There are his devotees who have seen him. So that is the ending of every pAsuram. In the second line's ending, usually Nadudirel will be there. Nadudirel means I am searching for him. So in the first two lines, the person who is searching, they are speaking. Or actually it should be like this. The first two lines are the words of the person who is answering. They are saying, if you are searching for such Krishna or such Rama or such Bhagavan, he is present here. So the whole pAsuram is spoken by one person only, but he is quoting the other person. If you are doing like this, if you are doing like this. So that is how the pAsurams are. That is the structure of the pAsurams. So let us see the first pAsuram now. kadhirAyiram iravi kalandu erital otta neelmudiyan. So here, Sri Ramavataram is first started with. Sri Rama is having very tall crown. This tall crown, divine crown, is so bright that it is matching the radiance of 1,000 suns blazing at the same time. If we can't even see one sun, our eyes become dark and we go blind immediately. And then it takes some time for us to regain our eyesight. Imagine 1,000 suns, how that shine will be. That is how shining Sri Rama's divine crown is. So having such divine crown, Ediril Perumai Iraman, Sri Rama, who is having matchless greatness. He is so great that there is no one matching him. இருக்குமிடம் நாடுதிரேல். If you are searching for where he is mercifully present, if that is the case, I am telling you where he is. So that is the response. அதிரும் கடல் பொருதோள் இரணிய நாகம் அரியாய் பிளந்து. While talking about Ramavataram, here periyAzhwAr is taking Narasimha Avataram. So the idea is to prove that there is dharmi aikyam. This word dharmi aikyam will be seen usually in our commentaries. Dharmi aikyam means the person is the same. Dharmi means one who is having dharma. Dharma means quality, attribute. Dharmi means the one who is having the attribute. So here, Bhagavan is the same person, Srimad Narayana Paravasudeva in Vaikuntham. But he is present as Sri Rama. He is also present as Narasimha. But the underlying personality is the same. Just the form is different. So because of that dharmi aikyam, both incarnations are recited together here. Because it is like if somebody comes here and asks, have you seen Govinda Swami? And if I say, yes, I have seen Varaha Swami, then they will say, no, you are not understanding. I am asking you, have you seen Govinda Swami? And then we say repeatedly, yes, I know Varaha Swami. Then we have to understand that there is something there. Then that person will explain, oh, he has got two names. One is Govinda, another is Varaha. So you call him Govinda, I call him Varaha. So it's the same person, just different names. Similarly here, Ramavataram is one form of Bhagavan. Narasimha Avataram is one form of Bhagavan. Both these forms represent the same personality, same Bhagavan. So that is why periyAzhwAr is mixing them to prove that Bhagavan is just not one form. He is not having just one form, but he is having multiple forms. So that is the idea here. அதிரும் கடல் பொருதோள் இரணியன் ஆகம் அரியாய் பிளந்து. The anklets, the ankle ornament which is having bells, and it is worn for manifesting the valor. That is what is kadal. Kadal means it's an anklet which is manifesting his valor. Having that anklet and having shoulders which are craving for battle. So Narasimha Bhagavan's form is such that he is having shoulders which are craving for battle. He wants to fight Hiranya. That is why he is incarnated here. So having such shoulders and anklets, being Narasimha Bhagavan, he tore the body of Hiranyasura. Doing that, உதிரம் அலைந்த கையோடு இருந்தானை, one who remained with blood-stained hand. After tearing open the body of Hiranya, Narasimha Bhagavan's hands were full of blood. So having that blood-stained hand, which indicates he is very angry. So in that merciful state, he is present in that state. Ulla a kandar ular. There are those who have seen him and worshipped him in the truest form, as it is. So that is like Prahlad Alwan, all the Devatas, Lakshmi, Sri Mahalakshmi Tayar. They have all seen Bhagavan in that actual form and worshipped him and performed Mangalashasanam to him. So that is the first pasuram. Now this dharmi aikyam will be seen throughout this decade, because usually there is, in many pasurams, there is mixing and matching of different avatarams, different incarnations. So first pasuram is over. Second pasuram, நாந்தகம் சங்கு தண்டு நானொளி சார்ந்தம் திருச்சக்கரம் ஏந்து பெருமையிராமனை இருக்குவிடம் நாடுதிரேல் காந்தல் முகில் வீரர் சீதைக்காகி கடுஞ்சிலை சென்றிருக்க வேந்தர் தலைவன் சனகராசந்தன் வேள்வியில் கண்டாருளர். So in this pasuram, when asked, did you see Sri Rama? For that, the person is responding saying, yes, I have seen him in the sacrificial arena where Janaka Maharaja is performing great yajna. So that is the pasuram here. Nandagam, Sangu, Tandu, Nan, Ulichargam, Tiruchakaram. All the 5 Aidams, Panchayidams are indicated here. Nandagam is the sword. And then Sri Panchajanyam is the conch. Kaumodagi is the Gada. And then Sri Sharangam, that is the bow, Dhanus. And then thirumozhi, that is sArathy. So all of these 5 weapons, Yendu perumai Raman, one who is Sri Rama, who is having great fame, greatness to hold these 5 weapons on his divine hands. Irukkumidan nadudirel. If you are searching for such Rama, such Bhagavan, now in Ramavataram, usually he only has bow, that is his weapon. But this is where Bhagavan manifests special forms for his devotees, like Alvars. Kayinar Surisanganar Adiyar. In that pasuram, in Amalnadipuran, Tirupanalvar is saying that Periyaperumal is seen with Shanka and Chakra. But if you go and see Periyaperumal here, have darshan of Periyaperumal, you will not see Shanka and Chakra. Then we have to understand that Periyaperumal has shown that form to Tirupanalvar specially. It is not visible for us, but for great devotees it will be visible. So similarly, Sri Ramavataram is mainly having bow. But here, periyAzhwAr is having the darshan of Ramavataram with all the weapons. Similar to Bhadrachalam, where he is having Shankha Chakra, right? There only we have the Chaturbhuja Sri Rama. So it's a special darshan there, given by Perumal. So, Yendu perumai Raman, Irukkumidam nadidil. If you are searching for that form, Kandal Mugil Viral Seethai Kagi. So here, that Sri Rama is present in the assembly of Janaka Maharaja, where this great yajna is happening. But why did he go there in first place? Kandal Mugil Viral Seethai Kagi. One Sita Pirati who is having fingers which are so tender like a flower. For such Sita Pirati, Vendar Talivan Janakarajan, Tan Velvil Sendru. Vendar Talivan means Rajaji Raja, that means emperor. That emperor Janaka Chakravarti, his Yajnavatika, going there, Kadun Sila Irukka Kandarular. There are people who have seen him mount the bow, the Shivadhanus, there, which is very, very strong. And he has done it. So people have seen him there, says periyAzhwAr in this pasuram. So here we can understand that the Ramavataram is also for the Bhagavatas, devotees. Every incarnation of Bhagavan is for his devotees, to give darshan to them. Paritranaya sadhunam vinashaya cha dushkritam dharma samsthapanarthaya sambhavami yuge yuge, says Perumal, Kannan. So there, to protect the sadhus, Bhagavan is appearing. What is protection for sadhus? Paritranaya, what does that mean? That means sadhus cannot sustain without seeing Bhagavan. So manifesting in front of them, that is what is protection for them. So Bhagavan is, when it is said that Bhagavan is protecting sadhus, that means he is giving them his vision, his darshan. So that is what is protection, and that is done here in Janaka Maharaja's place, says periyAzhwAr in this pasuram. Next, third pasuram, Kolayane Kombu Parithu Kudalar Senai Purudariya. Silayal Maramaram Yeida Devanai Sikkana Nadudirel. Talayal Kurakinan Tangi Chendu, Tadavarai Kondu Adepa, Alayar Kadakarai Vitirundane, Angutai Kandarular. In this pasuram, fully Ramavataram, except for a small portion of KrishNavataram. Kolayane Kombu Parithu, the Kuvalayapida, that is the elephant, which is trained to kill Krishna, which is targeting Krishna. That elephant's tusk was taken away by Krishna. He plucked it out from the elephant. And having that, Kudalar Senai Aliya Porudu. Now, Kudalar Senai means, Kudalar means those who did not unite with Bhagavan, those who opposed Bhagavan, their army. Now, here it is identified as the battle which happened in Janasthana between Karadushana and 14,000 Rakshasas with Sri Rama as an individual separate warrior. He stood there on his own and destroyed the 14,000 Rakshasas. So, Kudalar Senai Aliya Porudu. Those who did not unite with him, those who did not join with him, Sri Rama destroyed their army, that army. So, in first part, Kolayane Kombupariti is shown. Kolayane Kombupariti means plucking the tusk of Kolayapida, and then immediately Kudalar Senai Aliya Porudu. Kudalar Senai Aliya Porudu means killing the Karadushana and 14,000 warriors. They are all shown here. And after that, Silayal Maramaram Eida Devanai. Now, Kudalar Senai Aliya Porudu is related to Ramavataram because immediately following that, Silayal Maramaram Eida Devanai. In sequence, after coming from Janasthanam, then he goes to Kishkinda, and there he is proving his might by shooting down 7 Salavraksham, 7 trees in one shot, just by aiming one arrow on the 7 trees. He is knocking them all down. And not only the 7 trees, actually anything which is named 7, the arrow is searching for it, because Rama in his Sankalpam, he wanted to destroy the 7 trees at once. So the bow heard 7, and it is looking for everything which has got this count 7, like 7 oceans, 7 mountains, everything. It is searching for that. That is how it is said. And it goes up to Patalam. It goes up to Patalam by after piercing through the trees, it goes down. So, Silayal Maramaram Eida Devanai Chikkana Nadidirel. If you are searching with great faith, if you are doing that, I will tell you where he is. Then the remaining part is about the place where he can be seen. Talayal Kurakinam Tangichandru. Kurak means Kurangu. Kurangu is twisted into Kurak. It happens in Tamil sometimes. Such changes will happen as per grammar. So Kurangu has become Kurak. The monkeys, they carried the rocks on their head, and then they built the bridge between Bharatadesham and Lanka. So all the group of monkeys, the Vanara Sena, they carried huge rocks, and then they went and placed the rocks on the ocean. So placing those rocks there, Alayar Kadal Karai Vitrandane. While they are doing that, Perumal was seated in the seashore. He was having an asanam and he was seated there. So there in the seashore where there is a lot of waves, Sri Rama is mercifully seated there. Anguttai Kandarular. In that place, in that Sannivesham, Sri Rama was seen by many people. Sugriva Maharaja, Jambavan, Angada, Nala, Nida, Hanuman. Everyone saw his beautiful seated posture. So that is explained in this 3rd pasuram. After that, we will go to 4th pasuram. Toyam Paranda Nadu Sudalin Tollai Vadivu Konda Maya Kudavi Adane Naduril Vamin Suadurai Kane. ஆயர் மடமகள் பின்னைக்காகி அடல்விடை ஏழினையும் வீய பொருது வியர்த்தி நின்றானை மெய்மையே கண்டாருளர். In this pasuram, Krishnavataram is mainly explained. பரந்த தோயம் நடுவு, amidst the huge water body. This is happening during pralayam, when Krishna is seated in a, he is resting on a banyan leaf. So that is explained here. So spread out everywhere, there is water everywhere. Sulanin, as the means, even these leelas are his means to attract people towards him. So with that means, தொல்லை வடிவு கொண்ட, தொல்லை வடிவு means very ancient form. He shrunk that huge form into a small baby form, baby Krishna form. மாயம் குழவி அதனை, that amazing baby, the toddler. நாடிரில், if you are searching for such form of Bhagavan, Vammin, you come here, I will tell you where that is. Suvadurai, I will give you one clue where you can see that Bhagavan. Ayar Magan, Ayar Magal, the daughter of Kumbha. Sri Kumbha is the cousin of or brother of Yashoda, Mother Yashoda. He is a king, but is at the same time he is also cowherd clan. He is a king, like a small king. His daughter, Ayar Magal means the daughter of Sri Kumbha, that is Napinnai. She is having madam. Madam means humility. She is very humble, which is very natural for women. Women are supposed to be very humble and very controlled. They control their emotions. They don't just let it out. Just like, for example, if we hear a joke, men will laugh out, ha ha ha. But women usually don't express so much because they control their emotions. Pinnai kagi, for Napinnai Pirati, for the sake of Napinnai Pirati, adal vidai எழுநையும் viya, the very strong bulls, oxens, 7 of them, to kill them. Purudu, going along with them and fighting them. And because of that tiredness, fatigue, Viyarthi Nindrane, he was sweating little bit here and there, some sweat drops were there. That with that form, he is standing there. Maymaye Kandarular. There are many people who witnessed this event. It is not done in secrecy. He did it in public, and many people were witnessing his brave acts. So there you can see him, says periyAzhwAr in this pasuram. That is fourth pasuram. Next, fifth pasuram. நீரேறு செஞ்சடை நீலகண்டனும் நான்முகனும் முறையால் சீரேறு வாசகம் செய்ய நின்ற திருமாலை நாடுதிரேல் வாரேறு கொங்கை உறுப்பினியை வலிய பிடித்து கொண்டு தேரேற்றி சேனை நடுவு போர் செய்ய சிக்கன கண்டாருளர். In this pasuram again, Bhagavan's greatness and his superiority over other devatas are shown in the first part, and then his Krishna Leela of marrying Rukmini Pirati is shown in the second part. Neereru senjadai neelakantanum. Neer means water, Eri means climbing. So water has climbed the reddish matted hair of Rudra. The Ganga Jalam, Ganga water is fallen on Rudra's matted hair, and he's got Neelakanta. His neck is very blackish because he had the hala poison. So such Rudra, and then Nanmuganum. Nanmugan means four-headed Brahma, Chaturmukha Brahma. Murayal, in proper kramam, in the proper way. Sīreru Vasagam செய்ய நின்ற திருமாலை, Sriman Narayana, who is praised by proper words, apt words, which glorify Bhagavan's greatness. So Rudra and Brahma, they are praising in proper manner, with proper humility, with proper subservience, and they are praising Bhagavan, they are glorifying Sriman Narayana. If you are searching for such Sriman Narayana, that is the first part. And the second part is explaining where to see such Bhagavan. Varyeru Kongai Urupiniyai. Varyeru Kongai Urupini means one who has got bosoms which are tightened by garment. Those days they will tie cloths around the upper body, and so such Rukmini Pirati. Urupini means Rukmini. In Tamil, usually it is said as Urupini. வலிய பிடித்துக் கொண்டு, forcefully taking her away. She is acceptable to him, but all the other relatives are opposed, except for Rukmini's father. Father is neutral because Rukmini's brother wanted to give her in marriage to Shishupala. He had to side with him, but he is neutral only. But other than that, everyone is opposed to Krishna. They all want to give their sister to Shishupala in marriage. So he had to forcefully take her away. When she came to take bath and go to the Devata's temple, at that time, he took her away in his chariot, and then while taking her away, all these kings, Rukmini's brothers, and then Shishupala, and many other kings, they all come and fight with Krishna. He easily defeated them. So there he was seen by many personalities. Clearly who Bhagavan is, that was seen there. So that is the explanation given for this pasuram. One important aspect in this pasuram is even Rudra and Brahma and all the Devatas, when they are in Sattvagunam, they will be properly worshipping Bhagavan. See, the Devatas, they are established by Bhagavan. So they are having good knowledge. They are having very good knowledge about Bhagavan also. And they have very good knowledge about Upayams. They have very good knowledge about how to reach Bhagavan and all that. But because they are established by Bhagavan for a particular role, they have to fulfill that role. So they remain here. But because they are in this world, and they are also bound by karma, they got this position through their punya karma. They've done great punya. Because of that, they've got Devata position. Now their punya has to have to be exhausted. They have to be spent. Until then, they have to remain in that position. So they cannot escape that position. So until that time, they are there. And when they are having Sattvagunam, they realize Perumal's greatness and they come and worship him. They praise him. They have eyes filled with tears. They are having goosebumps. They are having all of that, like very good devotees. But when their Rajogunam, Tamogunam rises, they fight with Bhagavan. In Krishnavataram, we see that they fight with Krishna. On other occasions also, many times they fight with Bhagavan also. So Rajogunam, Tamogunam leads to that. But generally they are having Sattvagunam only, because Devatas mean Deivika personalities. They have Deiva Gunam, Sattvagunam. So generally they are favorable towards Bhagavan, but occasionally they fight with Bhagavan. Because they are not always pure, that is why we don't worship other Devatas. If they are fully devoted to Bhagavan, just like we are worshipping Alvars Acharyas, we can worship Devatas also. But these Devatas, they are not fully committed to Bhagavan. At times their ego comes up. They are engaging in activities which don't fit to be a good devotee. They engage in activities which are outcome of Rajogunam and Tamogunam. That is why we don't worship Devatas. But here in this pasuram, how the Devatas are engaged in properly worshipping Bhagavan is shown. So that is also there. So this is the pasuram. Now next pasuram, Polla Vadivudai, sixth pasuram. Polla Vadivudai Pechi Tunja புனர்முலை வாய்மடுக்க வல்லானை மாமணி வண்ணனை மறுமிடம் நாடுதிரேல் பல்லாயிரம் பெருந்தேவிமாரோடு பௌவம் எரித்துவரை எல்லாரும் சூழ சிங்காசனத்தே இருந்தானை கண்டாருளர். In this pasuram, Krishnavataram is mainly taken. and explained here. Polla vadivudai pechi tunja. Putana, who is having a very ghostly form, very cruel form, to have her killed. Punar mulai vai madukka ballan. Krishna consumed the milk from the bosoms of Putana, and along with the milk, he also sucked her life, prana. So, such Krishna, Mamani Vannan, he is having beautiful complexion, which is that of a very dark jewel, dark precious gem. Marumidam Nadudirel. If you are intent, if you are desiring to see where he is well settled, if that is the case, if you want to find out where he is well settled, I will tell you. Listen to this. Pavva Meri Tuvarai. Pavva means waves from the ocean. So these waves from ocean are being thrown up in such Dwaraka, where Dwaraka is in, it's an island. It is surrounded by water, and in the shore there is lot of waves which are coming. So there, in that Dwaraka, Sri Dwaraka, Ellarum Suda, he is surrounded with 16,108 queens. Everyone is his queen. He married 8 primary consorts. He is married to them, and apart from that, from the Narakasura's place, 16,100 women were rescued, and they all said, Krishna, you have to marry us because nobody else will marry us because we have stayed in Narakasura's place. So Krishna mercifully marries all of them, and then he conducts his beautiful life like a proper grihastha. And Narada visits Dwaraka, and he sees in one palace Krishna is playing with the children, in another palace he is doing some yagyas, and another places he is doing Tiruvaradhanam. In another palace he is playing swing with his consort. In another palace he is taking care of the gardens. So he is having different leelas with different wives, different queens. So being together with all of them, Ellarum Soda, பல்லாயிரம் பெருந்தேவிமாரோடு. Who are those? 16,000, 16,100 queens with all of them. சிங்காசனத்து இருந்தானை. One who is seated on his throne. Simhasana means throne. கண்டாருளர். உள்ளவா கண்டாருளர். இருந்தானை கண்டாருளர். There are those who have seen him in that particular big throne where he is surrounded by 16,108 divine consorts. So that is explained in this pasuram. Next pasuram, 7th pasuram. வெள்ளை வெளிசங்கு வெஞ்சுடர் திருச்சக்கரம் ஏந்து கையன் உள்ளவிடம் வினவில் உமக்கிரை வம்மின் சுவடுரைக்கேன் வெள்ளைப்புறவி குரக்கு வெல்கொடி தேர்மிசை முன்பு நின்று கள்ளப்படை துணையாகி பாரதம் கை செய்ய கண்டாருளர். Here Krishna's activity in Mahabharata Yuddham, that is explained here. Krishna being the charioteer for Arjuna is shown here. வெள்ளை விழிசங்கு வெஞ்சுடர் திருச்சக்கரம் ஏந்து கையன். The Tiruchakaram, that is Sudarshana Chakra, and Vidisangu. Vidisangu means the Shankha which makes huge noise to invite others. So those two are taken here. When that is very whitish Shankam which gives beautiful sound, and it is inviting, that sound is inviting those who are devotees. They are saying, if you want to serve Krishna, come here. If you want to serve Bhagavan, come here. So saying that is how Sri Panchajanyam is. And then the Tiruchakaram, Sudarshana Chakra, it is Venjudar. The adjective is Venjudar. Venjudar means one which is very, very shining. It is so shining that we cannot even see it with our plain eyes. So having that Thiruvozhi, Yendu Kayyan, that means holding them in his two hands. that Krishna, ulla idam vinavil, the abode of such Bhagavan, such Krishna, vinavil, umakku, for you who are asking, idai suvadoraikyen. Let me give some clue, let me give some idea where he is. Vammin, oh come here, says periyAzhwAr. வெள்ளை புரவி குரக்கு வெல்கொடி தேர்மிசை முன்பு நின்று. He stood in front of the chariot which is being bound by white horses, and he is having the monkey on the flag. So monkey flag is there, which means it's very victorious. Hanuman is there on the chariot of Arjuna. So having such Arjuna's on that Arjuna's chariot, he is standing in front. Krishna is standing in front. Padai kallam thunayagi, and he also remained as the hidden, concealed companion for all the army, all of the Pandava army. He is driving them from behind. Bharatam kaisaya, one who arranged the Mahabharata Yuddham and conducted it. Krishna is the one who orchestrated everything. Actually, he went as messenger himself so that war will happen. Usually, messengers are sent to eliminate the war, but here Krishna is saying, if somebody else goes, they will avoid the war. But I want the war to happen so that all the bad people can be gathered in one place, can be totally killed in one place. So that is what happened in Mahabharata Yuddham. Only some 10-15 people from Pandavas and some 10-15 people from Kauravas were saved. Other than that, all of them were eliminated, and the burden on earth was completely eliminated at that time. So Padai Kallam Thunayagi, being the hidden friend for all of them, Bharadam Kaisaya, to conduct the Mahabharata Yuddham. At that time, Kandarular, many people have seen him, says periyAzhwAr here. Next pasuram, again, this is also related to Krishnavataram. நாழிகை கூறிட்டு காத்து நின்ற அரசர்கள் தம்முகப்பே. நாழிகை போக படை பொருதவன் தேவகிதன் சிறுவன். ஆழிகொண்டு அன்று இறைவி மறைப்ப சயத்திரதன் தலையை. பாழிலுள்ள படை பொருதவன் பக்கமே கண்டாருள்ளர். நாழிகை கூறிட்டு காத்து நின்ற அரசர் தம் முகப்பே. In front of the many kings, they were all counting the time, because Arjuna had vowed, if I don't kill Jayadratha today, by today evening, I will enter the fire. He vowed, and he has prepared the fire also. It's all ready. As soon as the sunset happens, if Jayadratha is not killed, he has to enter the fire, because he has vowed, he will do it. At that time, in front of all the kings, who are all checking the time, whether it is going to be sunset, so that we can easily get rid of Arjuna. If Arjuna goes, then whole Pandava is broken. So, in front of those things, Nadigai Poga Padevurudavan, one who raged the battle, Krishna, he entered the battle at that time. He threw his disc chakra and made the sun disappear from the eyes of people there. And because of that, until then they were all counting the time. But when Krishna hit the sun, everything became dark. So what they did was, they brought out Jayadratha and said, they started making fun of Arjuna. Oh, you said you will be able to kill Jayadratha, but you have not done it. So for that, Bhagavan has a divine plan. He makes sure that Jayadratha is killed, but in the process, Arjuna is not killed, because there is a boon for Jayadratha that whoever knocks his head down, their head will break into multiple pieces. So that is the boon Jayadratha is having. Because of that boon, if Arjuna kills Jayadratha directly by severing his head, then he will also die. So Krishna tells that you hit that head in the perfect way, that that head has to be carried up to Jayadratha's father. His father is doing some penance, and if he comes to know that you killed Jayadratha, he will become very upset. He will become very angry on you. So what you do is you make sure that that head goes and falls on that Jayadratha's father's hand when he is doing penance, and he will open his eyes, and in shock he will spill the head and it will fall down. Because he is the one who knocked down the head, he will be losing his life. So that was the idea of Krishna. That is what is executed, and that is what is explained in this pasuram. நாழிகை கூறிட்டு காத்திருந்த அரசர்கள் தம் முகப்பே. In front of those kings who were counting the time, whether it is going to be sunset, and so on. நாழிகை போக படைபொருதவன். He eliminated the daytime for a few moments, and he made sure that battle happened between Arjuna and Jayadratha. He created the space for him. Who is that person? Devakidan Siruvan. It is Krishna only, the one who is the son of Devaki Pirati. Ullaidam, wherever he is mercifully present, I will tell you. If you are asking, I will tell you. You have to ask though. Uraikhen, I am telling you. Andru, on that day, in this manner, the kings are saving Jayadratha. They all want to protect Jayadratha so seriously, because if they protect Jayadratha, then they know Arjuna will be gone. So they are all standing at that time. Aadikondu, Andru. In that manner, when all those kings were protecting Jayadratha on that day, Aadikondu, with his Tiruvadi, divine chakra, Iravi Marepa, what Krishna did, he did a simple thing. He hid the sun so that everything becomes dark. And people think that it's night time now. So, as Krishna hid the sun with his divine chakra, at that time, Jayadratha thought that the sunset has happened. So now he is very confident. He came out. And all his kings also, they encouraged him. Come out. Now Arjuna is gone. So, said Jayadratha's head, Padil Urla Jayadrathan Talai, that is Jayadratha's head, Padil Urla Padipuradavan Pakkame, to go on waste, to become waste. One who launched the weapon, that Arjuna. Near that Arjuna, Kandarudar, Bhagavan is seen there, says in this pasuram. Next pasuram. 9th pasuram. மண்ணும் மலையும் மறிகடல்களும் மற்றும் யாவுமெல்லாம் திண்ணம் விழுங்கி உமிழ்ந்த தேவனை சிக்கனன் ஆடுதிரேல். எண்ணற்கரியதோர் ஏனமாகி இருளம் புக்கிடந்து வண்ணக்கருங்குழல் மாதரோடு மணந்தானை கண்டாருளர். Next pasuram. Here, Krishnavataram, after enjoying Krishnavataram, in this pasuram, Bhagavan, as the one who is protecting everyone during deluge, pralayam, is highlighted here. Mannum malayum marikadalgalum matrum yavumellam. But that is explained in context of Varahavatam also. So Varahavatam is also explained here, and Bhagavan protecting everyone during Pralayam is also explained here. Mannum malayum marikadalgalum matrum yavumellam. Bhumi, that is earth, mountains, the oceans where waves are banging out, and all of the other activities, all of the other entities. Thinnam vilingi, surely saving them from pralayam and consuming them. This is during Amantara pralayam. In Mahapralayam, everything becomes previous state and everything becomes invisible. But here in Avantara pralayam, in between the pralayam happens. At that time, Bhagavan keeps everything on his stomach, in his stomach, and then once it deluge is over, he releases all the entities. So that is the aspect explained here. the earth, mountains, oceans, and all the entities. Thinnam viringi. Without letting the pralayam consume them, Bhagavan is consuming them so that he can save them in his stomach in a safe manner. After the pralayam is over, Uminda Devanai, he decides to recreate everything. So at that time he spits out everything. Umilda Devanai, Bhagavan who spit it out so that these can see outside. Sikkana Naddirel. If you are sincerely searching for him, Ennarkariyador Yanamagi. Let me tell where he is and what he is doing. Ennarkariyador Yanamagi. Assuming the form of a Yanam. Yanam means Varaha. Assuming the form of a Varaha, which is very, very unique, which we cannot conceptualize at all. We cannot imagine at all. Because the description of this Varaha Avatara is such that it is even greater than Trivikrama Avatara. Sometimes it is said like that. Trivikrama Avatara went up to the Andakatakam. But this is said to be even bigger than that. The reason for that is in the Varaha Avataram, Perumal has anklets. In that anklets, usually there will be bells, small bells. Meru mountain and all the huge anchoring mountains, they are placed as the bells in the anklet. So we can imagine how big he will be. That is how big he is. So Ennar Kariyador Yanam. We cannot imagine such Varaha here. Pukku Iranalam. What did he do? He entered into the Pralaya Jalam and he saw that the earth was sticking to the wall of the universe, which is covered with water. So he went as the Varaha and he used his tusk to pull out the earth and brought the earth to safety. Pukku Iranalam. He entered into the Pralayam and the big earth was rescued from that Pralayam. At that time, Bhumi Pirati comes and embraces Varaha Bhagavan. At that time, Vannam Karungudal Madarodu Manandane. Beautiful dark hair. One who is having such beautiful dark hair, that is Bhumi Pirati. With Bhumi Pirati, he is enjoying union after rescuing the earth. So that is the meaning for this pasuram. Mannum Malayum, Marikadalgadum, Matrum Yavelam, Thinnam Viringi, Uminda, Devane, Chicken and Adidrail. Ennar Kariyador Yanamagi, Iranam Pukadandi, Vannar Karungural, Madarodu, Manandane, Kandarodar. Final pasuram, Pala pasuram. Kariya Mugilpurai, Many Mayane, Kanda Suvadurait, Purai say the Senalongi, Vinay Kadani, Puduvai, Vede Kadani, Puduvai. Tiruvillpuli Maraivanan, Patraviran Sonnam Alepathum, Paravu Manamudai Pattarullar, Paramanadi Servargade. Those who have the desire towards these 10 pAsurams, they will reach the divine feet of Paramapurusha, Supreme Lord Bhagavan Sriman Narayana. That is the fruit, benefit of this whole Padiham. Kariyamugil Purai Meni Mayanai, Kanda Sodu Raitu. Bhagavan's divine form is very similar to its complexion. Bhagavan's divine complexion is very similar to dark cloud. So the form is also similar to dark cloud. Complexion is also similar to dark cloud. And he is having amazing activities. Mayan means wonderful activities. Many wonderful activities. Mayan. Kanda Sodaretu. Identifying the clues for having seen such Bhagavan. Sennal Ongi, Puravi Mugam Seidu, Vilai Kadani Puduvai. The crops, they are all so tall there. When they bend due to the wind, it looks like horses are there. So that is how tall the crops are. Such crops are found, such fields are found in Srivilliputturu. The Lord for that Srivilliputturu, that is சென்னல் ஓங்கி புறவிமுகம் செய்து வினை விளை கழனி புதுவை. In that Srivilliputturu, திருவில்பொலி மறைவாணன் பற்றபிரான். One who is abundant, one who is having abundant of Vishnu Bhakti. That is what Thiru means here. Thiruvilpoli Maraivanan Patrabiran. Patrabiran means we know Bhattanatha. He is the leader of all the Bhattas. Maraivanan. Thiruvilpoli Maraivanan. Thiruvilpoli Maraivanan means one who is having beautiful wealth of Veda and controlling that, conducting the Veda in a proper way as it is to be done. So such periyAzhwAr, Swanna Male Pattum, the 10 pAsurams which were spoken by him, mercifully spoken by him, Paravamanam Udai Pattarullar, those who are having the heart to keep these 10 pAsurams. Those Paramanadi Servargale, they will reach the divine feet of Paramapurusha, Sriman Narayana. That is the benefit highlighted for this particular decade. Whenever we recite these pAsurams, we have to think about the meanings and think about the fruit also, the benefit also, which is getting eternal Kainkariam, which is natural for us. It is nothing new for us, it is natural for us. So that is explained as the result for this Padigam. கரியமுகில் புரைமேனி மாயனை கண்ட சோடுரைத்து புரைமுகம் செய்து சென்னலோங்கி விளை கழனி புதுவை திருவில்பொலி மறைவாணன் பற்றபிரான் சொன்ன மாலைபத்தும் பரவமுனமுடை பத்தருள்ளார் பரமனடி சேர்வர்களே. Says periyAzhwAr in this Padigam, and we have seen the meanings with the help of Kanchi Swami's Tamil explanation. ஆழ்வார் திருடிகளே சரணம், எம்பெருமானார் திருடிகளே சரணம், ஜீயர் திருடிகளே சரணம், ஜீயர் திருடிகளே சரணம், periyAzhwAr திருடிகளே சரணம், காஞ்சி சுவாமி திருடிகளே சரணம். பல்லாண்டு பல்லாண்டு பல்லாயிரத்தாண்டு பல கோடி 100,000 பல்லாண்டு திண்டோள் மணி வண்ணாவும் சேவடி செவிதிருக்காப்படி ஓமோடும் நோடு பெருவின் 1000 பல்லாண்டு வடிவாய் நின்ற மார்பினில் வாழ்கின்ற மங்கையும் பல்லாண்டு வடிவார் சுதி வளர்த்தையும் சுடர் அழியும் பல்லாண்டு படைபோர் புக்கு முழங்கும் அப்பாஞ்ச சன்னியமும் பல்லாண்டே.